Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to share with you the actual pricing for $25,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 63-year-old male. Now, first thing I recommend is going to our website at funeralfunds.com and we've got these quoters on just about every page. Select the state that you live in. We're licensed in all 50 states, by the way. Select the coverage amount. And put your birthday in there, the rest of the information, click Get Quotes Now. It'll take you to a page that's going to show you all the best insurance companies with their lowest pricing. And this will help you avoid two things. This will help you avoid those policies with those low teaser rates. You see those advertised on TV, magazines, or junk mail a lot, and they offer like a super low price. And then when you get on the phone and talk with them, it's for like super low coverage, just minuscule coverage. And then they try to upsell you into more profitable coverage for them. So it'll help you avoid that. It'll also help you avoid those plans with 2-year waiting periods where they don't pay anything in the first 2 years if you die of a health or medical reason. And those plans are often around 200% more expensive than first day coverage. So really the first thing to consider as a 63-year-old male is $25,000 going to be an adequate amount of coverage for you? So really, when we're talking final expenses, we're talking either cremation or burial. So the average cost of a cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. That's if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. Now, if you're going to get cremated and have some sort of a ceremony, that's probably going to be $3,500 to $4,500, right around there anyway. So what we would typically recommend for that cremation where you come home in a cardboard box or an urn is right around $5,000 to $7,000 worth of coverage. That's what most people get anyway. And you might be saying, well, Randy, if cremation's $2,000, why are we getting $5,000? Well, the thing is you're 63 years old and you're probably hoping you make it to 73, even 83. And we know that, the cost of cremations goes up over time, just like everything else due to inflation. So while we can lock in your rates at your youngest age, we like to get a little bit more coverage just to inflation-proof the plan so you don't have to worry about this in the future ever again. And then, God forbid, if you did die a little sooner than you expected, there's also some little extra money left in there for other, miscellaneous expenses, maybe medical expenses or just other bills that if you'd lived long enough, you would have paid them off. But maybe we can take care of that as well, too, with the insurance. Now, if you are doing the cremation with the ceremony, most people would go between $7,000 to $10,000. Again, inflation proofing the plan, but God forbid if you died a little early, there's some extra money in there. Now, for burial, the average cost of a burial in the United States right now is right around $10,000. So if you walk into pretty much any funeral home in the United States right now with a $10,000 check, they will get it done for you. It's hard to imagine they would let you walk out the door down to one of their competitors and give them the money. But just understand, at $10,000, it's going to be a very simple funeral and everything. So, and it's not inflation proofed either, because at age 63, we know that when you get to 73, that funeral is not going to be $10,000 anymore. So most people, when they're looking at burial, would get something between, say $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, maybe even $25,000. Most of the people we help are on a fixed or limited income. So most people would probably be between the $10,000, $15,000 and then some going up to $20,000. But that just allows you to have enough insurance to inflation-proof your plan. Now, the thing is if you're on a fixed or limited income and you can only afford $10,000, get the $10,000 now. That takes care of a huge burden off your family, and we can always help you add more coverage later. Now, sometimes people will say, well, I want to get 40, 50, 40,000, 50,000 because I want to leave money behind for my kids. And then we get them the pricing. They go, oh, that's too expensive. I'm not going to do it at all if I can't do 50,000. And we're like, don't be so ornery, right? If you don't get some insurance, your kids are going to have to pay for this after you're gone. Chances are they're going to put it on their credit cards at 26% interest. So don't be so ornery that if you say, if I can't get everything just the way I want it, I'm not going to do it anything else. Just get the 10 or the 15,000. That's going to take care of your final expenses. And then if in the future, your situation gets better, you can always add more coverage later to give money for the kids. but let's take care of that most immediate need right away. Now, one thing we always recommend is first day coverage or benefits. And that is so important. We don't recommend 2-year waiting period plans at all. I'll get into that in just a moment. But yeah, first day coverage, what that means is that, hypothetically, if your plan were approved and issued today and you died tomorrow, the insurance company would have to write you that check for 15, 20, 25,000, whatever the coverage amount was. And that's the best coverage at the lowest pricing. Now, a lot of people would say, yeah, but Randy, I've got some health issues, and I know those first day coverage plans ask health questions, and I'm not sure that I'll qualify. And we always say, well, that's our problem. That's not your problem, at least from an insurance standpoint. And that's why we work with so many different insurance companies that they all have different health questions. They all have different underwriting. And really right now, 90 to 95% of the time, we're getting people approved for first day coverage or benefits. Really, the only reason we wouldn't be able to do that is if you had some really significant health issues going on, like you had a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or you had dementia, or you're on dialysis, or you're in a hospital or in a nursing home, something like that, fairly significant. If that were the case, we'd probably refer you out to a different insurance company. And then the other thing that seems to happen every week, it seems like this happens, somebody will call up and say, hey, we had a loved one pass away this last week and they didn't have insurance and we don't have any money. Now the body's down at the funeral home and the funeral home director is not going to do anything until he gets a check in his hand. So we need to get this insurance really quick so we can get some money in our pockets to give to the funeral home director. We have to let people know that there's no insurance company in the United States that's going to offer a policy on a dead person. No, you got to be alive to actually qualify for this insurance. And it's really super sad that somebody passed away and they didn't have this insurance. They knew they were going to die someday. That's not a surprise. And they probably thought they were going to get this insurance at some point in the future. And, they never got another tomorrow. And now their family has to struggle to pay for this. And really, in most cases, they're going to have to put that on credit cards and pay 26% interest. And they're going to be paying this off for years and years and years. And what a terrible legacy to leave behind, your entire family knowing that you should have taken care of this, you had the means to do it, and you didn't do it, and you threw it on them, and now they're in credit card debt paying 26% interest. What a terrible legacy to leave behind. So don't do that to your family or loved ones. Don't be that person. Get this insurance. If you have to start small and then add coverage later, we can help you do that. But yeah, so one thing we don't recommend is plans that have 2-year waiting periods. And Colonial Penn, they're a fairly well-known company out there. I think it's just because they advertise a lot on TV and it seems like they've got a TV commercial running every 7 minutes or so. But yeah, a lot of people don't know that their $9.95 plan is actually a 2-year waiting period plan. Ouch. Yeah, ouch. Yikes. Yeah. So we don't recommend that at all. Now, they're not the only ones. I mean, there's companies like Mutual of Omaha, United of Omaha, their line, AIG, Gerber. Gosh, there's just a host of other different insurance companies out there that only offer 2-year waiting periods. And, some of these companies have done an amazing job of convincing the American public over age 50 that, if they're over age 50, there's no other insurance they're going to qualify except for that 2-year waiting period plan, to which we always say, don't believe such nonsense, because we help people with first day coverage all day long. And boy, do we save people money by doing so. Yeah, so just don't do that. Now, our male age 63, he's probably watching that Colonial Penn TV commercial and thinking, man, that thing sounds so good, $9.95. I'm probably going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 for only $9.95. And then our 63-year-old male talks with an agent from Colonial Penn, yeah, or maybe goes on their website like we've done for you here, and sees that a male age 63 for 1 unit of coverage, $9.95, is only going to pay out $1,000. Now, ouch, right? Now, $1,000 is, that may pay for a cremation in some parts of the country, but I can tell you one thing, there's not many parts of the country where that's going to pay for it. So, Yeah, and also here, it doesn't even matter how much it's going to pay out because it's got a 2-year waiting period. So if you die of any health or medical reason in the first 2 years, it's not going to pay out any insurance death benefit. So you've got inadequate coverage, and then you've got a 2-year waiting period on it. And some people out there would say that there's these companies that offer these really low teaser rates, and some would say that they offer those just to get your interest, just to get you to call in, just to get your name and email and address and everything in their phone system. And then when they talk with you, they'll present that $9.95, and you'll see that it's such inadequate coverage that it won't do you any good. So then some people would say they proceed to try to upsell you to more coverage that's more profitable for them. Now, we would never say that Colonial Penn does that, although some people may say that. I guess we would probably leave that determination up for you to determine for yourself, kind of after seeing that $9.95 is only $1,000. But so we want to get $25,000. The problem with Colonial Penn is they max out at 15 units. And 15 units is only $15,000, and it's $150 roughly. $149.25 may as well be $150. So let's do this. Let's go see if we can save you some money, maybe get more coverage, whatever it would be. Let's take a look. So we've got $25,000 here for a male age 63. Let's hit the get quotes right now. Let's go back and look. Again, this was $15,000 for $150. Here we go. Look at this. I'm going to go back up and show you because you probably won't believe me, but $25,000. First day coverage, that's what level means. Level means first day coverage is $117.84. So let me ask you this. What would you rather have? $25,000 for $117, or would you rather have $15,000 for $149? I'm guessing you would. And you got to keep in mind, this 149's got a 2-year waiting period versus first day coverage. Colonial Penn is roughly right around $32 more a month. I'm just going to round that down to $30 for easy math. So $30 a month times 12 months is going to be $360. So if our 63-year-old male makes it to age 73, he would have overpaid roughly $3,600. Well, we know it would be over that. It'd be over $3,600 more just for signing up with the wrong insurance company. And I tell you what, we would rather see you keep that money in your own pocket rather than give that to an insurance company. Yeah, don't do that. Be a smart shopper. If you don't know how to be a smart insurance shopper, just let us help you. We'll make you a smart insurance shopper. We'll save you a lot of money. Yikes. Yeah. We'd rather see that money in your pocket. Like here we go. Even Lumico, first day coverage level, but they're $10 more a month. $10 a month times 12 months is $120, times 10 years is $1,200. Boy, would you rather keep $1,200 of your own money in your lifetime? Yeah. So you can lock in that savings by going with the right company. But you know what? If you go to Lumico, you're not going to get that pricing. So that's where Funeral Funds, we can help you out. Let's look at some other companies here. You'll be able to see all these different insurance companies. Let's try to find one more. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Ooh, Lincoln Heritage. They're a fine company, I guess, but ooh, look at that pricing. Almost $160. Lordy, yikes. It is level coverage, but man, is that policy made out of gold? Yikes. Well, here's the deal. Lincoln Heritage, they've got a deal where when you pass away, they will supposedly call 2-3 different funeral homes and like get you the lowest pricing and maybe do a couple other things, but it's not free. No, look at that. We're at $159. Let's go back up here and look and see what the difference is. $117 versus $159. That's right about $42 a month. I'm just going to round that down to $40. That's easier math for me. But $40 a month times 12 months is going to be $480. And when our 63-year-old male gets to age 73, he will have overpaid right around $4,200. Actually, it's over that, right? But yeah, more than $4,200 more. So you got to ask yourself, is it worth going with an insurance company that's going to, overcharge you $4,200 just to make 2 or 3 phone calls and do a couple other things that might only take a couple hours to do. A lot of people would say $4,200 is a pretty good paycheck for an hour or so of work. And we would tend to agree. We would rather you keep that money in your own pocket. So here's what we suggest. We suggest going with a lower price insurance company. And then what we have and offer as a download on our website is a free funeral and estate planning guide. And you can just download that and print it out and then just fill it out and complete it and write in it who gets what and what goes where and what you want to happen after you're gone. And then once that's completed, keep it with your insurance policy. And when you pass away, everything's going to be in one place, and your family will not only be protected financially with the insurance policy, but emotionally with the funeral and estate planning guide. And all they'll need to do is just follow your exact wishes, and they will know, they will have that peace of mind knowing they're doing everything exactly how you wanted it done. And you will have provided the funds to take care of that so they're not burdened with it. And what a wonderful gift to leave behind. What a wonderful legacy. And they will know that, you not only love them in life, but you actually love them so much that you took care of them in death, actually at a time when they would need you the most they've ever needed you. So what a wonderful legacy to leave behind. So go to our website, funeralfunds.com. We've got a special quarter for our YouTube viewers, funeralfunds.com/YouTube. And you can use that quarter to get lower price and the most amount of discounts that you can get. And you can also call us at 888-862-9456. One of our agents can help you understand exactly what you're going to qualify for and what your rates are. And whether you've got an existing policy that you want us to price shop to make sure you got the best deal, or you just want to add coverage to it, we can help you out with that. If you're looking for brand new coverage or just had questions about what might be best for you or what your rates would be, we can help you out with that. We look forward to the day that we can help you get the most amount of coverage for the least amount of money, and we will be blessed to help you with that at some point in the future. Until that day comes, though, you take care, you stay safe, you have a nice day. Bye-bye.